Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great week so far, and welcome to this new video, of course, on our big friend Ethereum. We're going to do a full update. So far, so good, I would say. We're actually going to zoom in so you can still see a little bit of the chart right here. But yesterday, what we said, what we expected, given the fact that yesterday morning, honestly, we were already seeing some bearish pressure. But we also knew going into the Federal Reserve interest rate decision, which is coming closer and closer. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. We knew that historically the days heading up to that, you very often see de-risking, right? And that's also what we're seeing from Ethereum right here. Since that high that we made on Saturday, we've seen a major position sell-off. Although I have to say, and I said exactly the same thing in my Bitcoin video, which I'm not sure if many of you actually watch my Bitcoin and Ethereum videos. I always think that it's a little bit of a separated community, but that doesn't matter. But what I said is that, you know, the open interest has decreased a fair bit, like the open interest, aka the leverage, is back at the same levels actually as where it was Wednesday the 10th of September. However, the price is holding higher, right? That's what you call absorption, or at least you could. I should research that a little bit more, but ultimately that can be absorption. I would say in this case that's absorption. And yesterday we expected the price to fall down into that level at 4,500 and 4,480. So my prediction about that was correct. And what I said then is that I think it's most likely that we're going to hold that. However, I'm not that confident that I would buy from there. I would be much more confident buying XRP, for example. I think XRP is holding on better, and I've actually seen more signs of strength from XRP as well. As you can see right now, it's very much XRP and XLM doing the best. But that doesn't matter. Ultimately, both of them are holding up. And that's also what's happening with Ethereum, right? I mean, Ethereum fell down into that level at 4,500 and 4,480. Now, that's a relevant level because we had a fair value gap there, and it was the respected, or at least the most respected resistance over the course of the last 3 weeks. So we wanted to break above that. We also had a single print. So far, we're holding it. I have to say that, you know, it's what is it? It's 1.5 days before we have the interest rate decision. If you go back in time, especially the day itself of the interest rate decision, so that's tomorrow, is very volatile. But if I take a look at Ethereum so far, I mean, yes, yesterday we had some selling pressure, but most of the volume was actually spent holding the bottom. We still have support right here at the 30-day rolling VWAP, and we have a lot of imbalances to the downside created on low volume that I think are quite likely to fill. And then you look at ETH BTC, so the relative strength of Ethereum against Bitcoin, which is very relevant, of course. And in my opinion, that's still in an uptrend, and we're nearing the daily trend right here, and we're not at major resistance yet. So everything regarding that, and fundamentally Ethereum is also still doing great, right? So I really don't see any reason for ETH BTC to get into a downtrend right here. And look, the only thing that's why I would say it's a possibility that Ethereum spikes down a little bit lower, for example, down to the naked point of control at 4,420. That and we also have a fair value gap right there, by the way. So that's kind of the area which we can spike down into. But the only reason why at this point of time I'm telling you I think we can spike down into that is because of the volatility that usually happens during the interest rate decision day, right? Ultimately, I think Ethereum is holding on great here, and I think that there's a lot of positive signs for Ethereum to hold this level. But given the expected volatility, or at least historically expected volatility, I would say it's most likely we'll spike down a little bit lower first. Then we'll be able to reclaim 4,480, 4,470. And then from there, I do expect us to rally again into 4,700 and 4,800, right? So those are my thoughts. I think that's what you should expect right here on the short term and medium term. I'll definitely keep you updated on this. But for now, that's it. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.